Good morning, everybody. It's a bleary-eyed morning. Wow. And I do have my cup of coffee. Ah, I forgot to check the weather forecast for today. I know it's supposed to rain, but how much? For a call from the guy if we're supposed to get the tractor on up to do some work or not. And if it was going to rain heavy all day, then I know that we ain't going. Let's see here. Today's weather. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a wet one today. Good morning, Leo. They've been calling me the doctor. Oh, well, I've been called worse. On a red, noodles. Oh, I was checking the weather forecast. I got it supposed to be going up the mountain today and running the tractor, but if it's too wet, I won't be running the tractor today. Airballs, Tim. Yeah, we're getting rain here. It's not supposed to be a hard rain, but it's going to be drizzling pretty much all day. And that, I try to do what I'm supposed to be doing with the tractor up there. I'll make a big mud hole. And we can't have that. Fake hairballs. It'd be too wet for running the tractor out there. He might still say, "Hey, let's go for it." I don't know. I'm just waiting to hear. But it's actually the amount of rain that we're getting here. It's the type of weather. This is the type of weather I like getting on out and doing firewood. Just a really light rain. Not enough to really soak you. It's warm enough where you don't get cold, but cool enough that you can you don't overheat. Perfect wood getting weather. And I got most of the oak. I didn't get all the oak in yet, but I'm running out of space. Where I need to get my Doug fir firewood spot on in. And I got all the oh all the switches that I got to cut up into firewood. So I want to do that next today. If I don't go up there to run the tractor today, I'm gonna start cutting up all these switches into firewood. Get them in the shed, and then put some more oak in. And I really need to get a wood firewood processor like Sam has. That sucker is so sweet. He built it himself too. He took, added all sorts of stuff. He was a millwright logger, everything else. He's done it all. He's almost 90 years of age, but he built himself his own wood processor. It's like an excavator arm that rotates, swings. So it grabs the logs, throws it on in, feeds the logs through, has a hydraulic chainsaw, cuts the logs into firewood lengths, and then it has a gigantic wood splitter that just one push and it splits all the, up to a 3 foot log, splits everything down to like 3 inches or 3 or 4 inches square. And then it pushes right into a conveyor and goes up the conveyor and dumps right into his dump truck. It's like, dang, that's some sweet, easy cutting firewood that way. It makes me jealous every time I see that 90-year-old man cutting firewood that way. I'm like, man, I need something like that. He can cut with that thing like two or three, maybe 4 cord an hour or less. I mean, he really goes through it. Good morning, Lolly. Almost as big as yours, Noodles. I didn't watch it last night, Noodles. I was watching the race. I had it recorded and I had to watch the race last night, get caught up in my NASCAR. Yeah, I'm a NASCAR redneck. I assume that's the real Lolly. I don't know. I'm on StreamYard. You can't go to channel and check, but she's more than welcome to be here. Don't worry about it. If she's blocked, you don't need to know. You don't need to be asking people what they say. Anybody that calls somebody else on in here gets timed out. If you want to know what she's saying, then you can just sign out for yourself so you can watch. On another chat. It's really her. Cool. Anyway, yeah, I got only maybe a quarter of a quart of it's a mixture of oak and maple over there. The one that wins, Ollie. No, I don't really have a favorite. I have several favorites, but anything but Toyota. Put it that way. Fixing a flat on your bicycle. What's the NASCAR? Red anymore? Anymore, it's not. There's no such thing as NASCAR. I mean, NASCAR stands for National Association of Stock Car Automobile Racing, and the NASCARs are anything but stock car. So there's actually no such thing as NASCAR anymore. Yeah, Tim, I actually do really do love Toyota, just not on the track. When it comes to automobiles, I am racist. Anyone but Bush. Well, anymore. I don't. I'm not a Bush fan. Never have been. Now that he's left Joe Gibbs, I don't hate him as bad as I did before. He's a lot more stomachable than he was when he was with Joe Gibbs. But then again, racing for a smaller team, he's had to eat a lot of humble pie. But he's still done very well over there. Now, right now, I mean, I was a big time Jimmy Johnson fan for years, and when he retired, I don't, I've been kind of shy. I really like Chastain, and I really like Keselowski, and I really like Joey Logano. And Busher, I'm really starting to kind of like too. Yeah, but Busher, I'm impressed with what he's doing with. Ross RFK. Is that you like Chase? Chase Elliott? Is that what that's supposed to be? I'm assuming. Oh, Chastain. Watermelon Forever, Ross Chastain. Yes. I love that one. What really got me excited about Ross Chastain is when he did that race a couple years ago. That he I just floored it and took it up against the wall and just floored it. Just slid that car right around the wall. It moved up. I don't remember how many spots he gained on that, but that was so awesome. That had to have been a rough ride too. That's when he got my attention. Yeah, Leo, she might be. I really don't know much about Lolly. All I know is the drama that complex between y'all over there, and I don't try to follow along with the drama. I'm just not into that. I know it's entertaining for a lot of folks, but I like the I like the bantering. I like the insulting, the slapping around, and all that stuff. But then when it gets to the drama stuff, it's like, yeah, that's not for me. Yeah, I don't believe what any side tells me. Yeah, what people tell me and what I know is two different things. I know that everybody's liar, and the reason why I can say that is because I'm one of the biggest liars out there. And anybody that believes a single word that I say is stupid. Morning, Chairman. Too early to hear it, Jay. I believe nothing. I see nothing. I hear nothing. I know nothing. And we're going to add on Tim's favorite. I believe nothing. Okay, who is that? Most of you probably won't even know who that was supposed to be. Um, Close. Yes, Tim got it. It's Schultz, Sergeant Schultz, not Colonel Clank. It was Sergeant Schultz. I used to love that show as a kid. We didn't have a TV, but whenever I could get over to a friend's house with a TV, I loved watching that. Morning Moose. By the way, I do want to address this doxing deal that you guys are claiming that I did. That picture was taken off of Google Maps. So if you want to report doxing, report Google Maps for doxing that image and that address. Now, as y'all can see, that I did not put the street address on there. I just took a picture from Google Maps. So how can that be doxing? I didn't put no street address. The guy was just jealous that I revealed his lunch bucket. Yeah, it didn't show an address at all. So if I was doxing, then we need to report Google Maps for doxing too. Because if you go to Google Maps, it will actually show the address. Yeah, it's okay for yeah, it's okay for him to dox Rinda with that information. Just nobody better do it to him. And I guess he had to make a big old rant video about it or something. I don't know. It don't matter. It's all water underneath the bridge. No, I know there's a lot of ones that we'd like to have. But don't do it. That would be a felony. That is actually a crime. Although it is a nice dream, huh? It's a nice fantasy. No, seriously. Okay, my honest thing. I just want him to go away. I don't want to. I don't ever want to hear his name. I don't want to think about him. Don't not want nothing to do with the guy. Don't want to think about him. Just want him to be gone. Don't want to hang around places where he's at. Don't begrudge anybody that does hang around with him. That's fine too. But when I go into the same chat room, even with these blocks and stuff, the odor is still there. Dang, Steve, you ran everybody off. It's a drizzling. Yeah, I miss Owen. Man, I used to really enjoy the knockdown, drag out fights that Owen and Tim used to have. Those were the good old days. Now that was, guys, that was real entertainment. The Amish Pope and Owen knockdown, drag out fights between those two. That was entertainment at its finest. Ah, oh, that drizzling rain called me to go on out there and work in it. I will in about 2 hours. Get this coffee down me and maybe eat a little bit breakfast. I'm thinking about cooking my breakfast on the wood cook stove this morning. I haven't fired it up since last fall. No, last spring. I mean, fire it up again. Why do you make if I get done cutting firewood for the day, if I'm still feeling energetic, and I'll some cornbread in it. I know you couldn't handle that super tender steak that I had. You would rather watch Noodles eat a crunchy omelet that still has eggshells in it. That's the only reason why I could think an omelet would be crunchy, like Noodles claimed, is it had to have eggshells still in it. You can't leave again, get shit in that Billy. You're not supposed to eat eggshells. I know they're high in calcium, but you know you really shouldn't eat those. Was it a double flusher, Tim? Did you have to use the plunger? The triple. Yeah. The punch and a snake. It was huge, I tell you. He was Donald Trump huge. Man, wet, wet, wet out here. Perfect working weather. Oh, by the way, Tim, I was talking to Sam this weekend, the guy that bought my sawmill. He's it's actually good that he's going. He's when he puts it back together, he's not going to stack it on railroad ties like it was before. You know, with wood. It's going to be all steel. The all the supports, everything. It's not going to be. The whole thing's going to be set up on steel beams instead of timber. So once everything's set up, it will stay stationary and it won't move. We dug through the barn. There was two blades for it, and both blades were all the teeth were all sharp. The one blade was missing like 3 or 4 teeth, but she'd given me a can of extra teeth for it too. But it also had the grinding wheel, you know, for sharpening the teeth. You just clamp right on the blade, and you put pressure and hand cranked it. It had a little file. It sharpens the teeth, so it had its own sharpener too. I thought that was pretty cool. And Sam knows how to pound out those big wheels too, those big blades. So the sawmill is going to the right guy, is what I'm getting at. When he's setting it on up, I'll probably go over there and get some video of him setting it on up. And I'm definitely going to get some video of him running it. Matter of fact, when he's running it, I'll probably end up pulling chain for him. Be the tail man. At least part of the time, not every time, but whenever I can, I'll get out there, be his tail man. I hear you, Tim. I hear you on that. But I think with that bandsaw that you got, man, you can set up yourself a table and hand feed things on through. I seen a video where a guy he was using a regular wheel blade, but they was very efficient. You know, they were smaller logs, not gigantic logs or whatever. They were logs that you could pick up and run through it. But shoot, nothing wrong with that. It's not like you're trying to mill big old timbers for framing with and stuff. I can't wait to see you get that thing set on up and running. How many horsepower is that one, Tim? Your battery powered reciprocating stuff. Yeah, I know somebody else that does that too, Junkyard. Good morning, Junkyard. Yeah, I think that will be. I mean, that sucker will be more than adequate for what you got to do. I mean, even if you wanted to make coffee tables and stuff, I mean, you'll be able to comfortably cut, 5, 6 foot long material on there with a long blade. So whatever you pick up, what was it designed for? I mean, what motor size was it designed for? How many horsepower? Dude, if you wanted, you could hook it up to gas, but I wouldn't recommend that necessarily. I can't wait to see that set. I mean, I know Tim that as soon as you have that set up and you get yourself some, whether it's salvage lumber, beams or something that you're going to mill up or whatever you're going to do, I know you're going to make some beautiful stuff with that, Tim. On a flat belt line. Okay, so you probably need to those flat shaft belts or whatever. You probably have to switch out the pulleys to put regular belts on it. Possibly, is that what you plan on doing, or are you going to keep it still running on a flat belt pulley and have to have something made up for the motor, or don't know yet? Okay, yeah, okay, cool. That's a good deal. That is going to be so sweet. That setup, man. I can't. I really can't wait to see that go on Tim. That's one thing that I don't like about YouTube is as a viewer, I'm always so impatient. Hurry up and get it done. But as somebody that lives his own life and knows what I got to deal with problems to get through with what I got to do, I understand where it just, we want to do things, we want people to do things quicker, but then we realize, well, we can't do things quicker ourselves. Life gets in the way. One in the shop that had a 54-inch wheel, 7-inch wide blade, 100. Oh man, 4-speed transmission. That was, yeah, I bet that was a scary machine. But man, I'll bet you that 7-inch wide blade. I'll bet you that sucker cut flat. I can't believe when I got my sawmill, the blades were like about $10 a piece for them, $10, $11. Now they're over $25 for blades for it now. I can imagine what a 7-inch blade would cost, especially for a 54-inch wheel. I mean that sucker's huge. Yeah, Moose, you and Junkyard, you both use a sawzall. What size wheel does yours have, Moose? Are they like 27-inch wheels on yours, or I know they're a bit bigger than mine. I got dibs. Wow, 2 guys to change the blade. Holy cow! That's none of your business, and I would appreciate if you stayed out of my personal life. Mm. Yeah, those 6-foot cats don't taste very good either. They're too tough. Oh, you're six fake cars. I'm sorry, I misread that. I read that as six fake cats, but cars. Okay. Yeah, you can't afford no new cars, Tim. You can't. That's why you drive all those old cars. All those old cars. You can't drive a new car. You can't afford a new car. And Robert, why do you even have a pickup truck? Well, you've never even gotten any mud on it on your $60,000 pickup. You don't even know how to use a truck. You don't even know what a truck's for, Robert. You've never even taken it in the mud. Boy, those are some really hurtful things that he said. Robert doesn't know anything about trucks. Well, he was so Tim. It doesn't even matter either way. So what? I mean, here's a guy that can't even afford a car, doesn't have a car, and he's been trying to badmouth somebody else's car. That was the funniest part. I mean, the guy doesn't. He's crazy. Yeah, you have all that money. You have to pay taxes. But Tim, he must have really gotten to you in order for you to have to put out that video explaining your Amish Pope name. I mean, I would have. I was laughing at that when he said that about your name. That's not your real name. You're not really Amish. Blah blah blah. I was like, so he never claimed to. He was just he was grasping so hard to belittle people however he could that it was really pathetic. Yeah, just like a 7-year old. Yep, Moose, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, he is fake junkyard. He's not really the Pope. He's a fake Pope. Well, he is kind of a real Pope, but I mean, he's not the Pope, the Pope of Rome. He's a fake Pope. Should have just yelled, I'm telling. That's not your real picture either, I know. Yeah, that picture is not really you either. Yeah, I got a kick out of it. He said he reported me to YouTube. He took an Uber down and reported me to YouTube. It's like, wait a second, that picture came from Google. They better knock that doxing off. Yeah, they don't take watches as payment. You tried. No, I'm not gonna go there with Doug. I like Doug. I think he's a cool guy. I mean, lots of things that I don't understand, but then again, there's lots of things that other people don't understand about me. So I'm good with it. Zook's chicken pot pie for supper. What's Zook's chicken? Is that like zucchini chicken pot pie? You're right. You're right, Noodles. I don't understand much. Don't care to either. I only understand what I need to understand. That's good enough for me. Yeah, you are, Junkyard. I do understand, though, Noodles, that if your omelets are crunchy, you got to remove the eggshells. Zeus is the name of an omelet shop that makes the pie. Oh, okay. Cool. This winter, I want to experiment around making some pot pies and some a quiche and different stuff like that, and shepherd's pie in the wood cook stove. I think that'll be fun to experiment making those. I still have so much to learn about cooking with the wood stove. You know, getting the different woods for the different temperatures that you want to cook at. Yeah, neither do I, junkyard. I just use the tree outside. Oh, I hate those moose. Those hairs get stuck in my throat. Then it's like trying to cough up a fur ball. Yeah, there is some adjustments that way, you know, but also some woods do burn a lot hotter. So you know, it's there's an adjustment where I can control the temperature type of deal through the damper and stuff. But it's also just some wood burns hotter, and it's just learning it. No, no, Moose, absolutely not. I do not. It is kind of tough on there to get the even heat in the oven. I haven't mastered that where, you know, it's always the left hand side of the oven closest to the firebox gets the hottest, and the other side always stays cool. So I do need it when I'm baking in there. I do need to rotate quite often in there. I haven't heard of that show for years, Moose. Your bed is coming apart. Why is the bed coming apart? You moving it? I gotta come up now that I don't have this meal anymore. I gotta come up with a different picture. Yeah, I might do a stack of lumber in the background or something. I'll come up with something. Just a second, I'll be right back. I got to get me another cup of coffee. Oh, and that means I have to get up, and it hurts to move. Oh, this moisture is really making the arthritis. The bones hurt. Mm. Figured I might as well drain the yellow lizard while I was up. Oh, oh, it hurts getting up. It hurts sitting down. Ah, don't get old. It hurts. Who you wrestling, Chris? Myself. It was a fight, all right. I was fighting myself, and I lost. Yeah, I hope he doesn't feel like getting out there in this other tractor because it might be a while before my bones can loosen up enough to start moving. And if I go up there, I still got to load up the tractor. one of your favorite hunting channels on YouTube got their show on Amazon Prime now. Cool. The Hunting Public. That's cool. I'll have to check that on out. Are they still putting on YouTube too, or are they just switching it all completely straight over to all to Prime now? If they're hunting on public lands, they must be on the West Coast. They're still on YouTube. Cool. I'll have to check that on out. If they're getting monsters on the West Coast, they must be going after the muleys. Or they're east. Or they're everywhere. Okay. I didn't know they had much public lands to hunt back east. Even the private lands, the timber corporations, Weyerhaeuser, Christina, CTC, Georgia Pacific, all those lands, they've always allowed us they've kept all the hunting open to the public. But Weyerhaeuser is switching more and more to where you got to pay to get in to hunt on their lands, and then your designated spot. I hate that. There is tons of hunting public in every state. Okay, I wasn't aware of that. I thought a lot of the states it was a lot tougher. Unfortunately, I can't click that link from here, but I'll check it out later. I might ask for you for the link on Marco Polo Moose from you. If I can't just type in the name, the hunting public. But I'm sure I can find it on YouTube. Okay, that works too. There, I just got it. Okay, cool. Thanks, Moose. Hunt season's coming up here pretty soon. I mean, it's bow season right now, but in about another week, maybe this weekend, I'll have to look. This weekend might be opening. I'm thinking Saturday will be opening day for our area for rifle. Archery season is your favorite? Yeah, I enjoyed archery hunting. I never was successful at archery, but I really did enjoy it. But I suppose if I had the energy to set up and build the blinds and do the different stuff that I needed to do, to make it more successful. It's hunting stock with archery is pretty difficult. You can't be an amateur like me and be successful with archery. Cool. You should have bagged one, junkyard. Unlimited dough in Jersey and $3 a year. Wow. Yeah, I hear it's no draw tags here for buck season on rifle. On deer, they actually have two seasons. It's split in half between. Rifle season lands in between. So the first month of a bow season is a hair tag for the pretty much for the whole state. No doe or buck, whatever you see, you can shoot. Um, and that's for the whole state. The second season of bow um, is only Western Oregon. I think if I remember right, it's still a hair tag. It doesn't matter what you shoot, but it's a draw tag if you want to hunt Eastern Oregon on the second hunt. I think this year here, I'm just going to do a little bit of hunting on my go up behind my place. There'll be a little bit of a walk, but I can be close to home and everything. Good morning, Jr. $60 for a Euro mount, and 100 for the butchering. You know what, Jr. It's very. When I first started hunting here, October was. I mean, the first week of hunting season would be kind of warm and stuff. Then it would start cooling off, and we'd have we'd get some rains and wouldn't be so dry on out there. It's anymore. Um, October has been just too hot for hunting for the most part. Part of the reason why I kind of slowed down on my hunting, it'd just be too hot. But we're always getting the rains on coming on in here in September. So I'm thinking this is going to be a really good year for hunting. You know, in the past, last 10 years, the woods would be so dry. It was snap, crackle, pop everywhere you stepped. Getting it butchered, $100, and I never could understand why anybody would pay somebody to skin a butcher for them. Some people, they all they want to do is they want to do the glory kill shot, but they don't want to do the work. They should have cow hunting. They do have cow hunting here. They do have cow hunting here. It's a 1 week season, but it's you have to turn in for tags. It's not open season on it. It's you got to turn in for the tags, and it's a draw tag system. Just don't have the walk-in cooler anymore. Holy cow, that'll grind up the meat. My grinder's just a hand crank. And every now and then if I really feel like it, I'll put the drill power to it. You know, wild cows there. You don't have no elk? No elk? That's what I'm referring to. Cow season is the elk. We do have I can legally shoot a cow elk, but it is a draw tag. But because of my disability, I get the disability tags, and I can shoot a cow elk. I don't do it. I won't shoot a cow elk. I'll still only shoot bulls. That's a big old wild. Yeah, at the bars. I don't like to shoot does or cows. I mean, I can see where if the area is way overrun with deer, but we're not way overrun with deer here. So I only shoot the bucks and the bulls. Ain't no elk down there. Ah, bomber. I tell you what, elk is so good eating. I mean, deer is almost as good as elk. It's still really good eating, but elk is the best, or at least for our area. If next week is just like this week, it'll be the perfect opening week for hunting. And I will, if next week is just like this here, I will bag a deer. If it's hot and dry out and stuff, I won't even spend the time out there in the woods. You know, I just, part of the hunting experience for me is after you get the kill is, I think it's very much part of the hunting is the gutting and the skinning and all that work. I mean, I know it's a lot of work, but to me, I want to experience that as long as the kill. You know, the actual work to go on out there for the kill, and then you get the kill. And then I want to experience the work that comes after it too. I don't comprehend. I can't comprehend people that don't want to get their hands dirty. I guess. Good morning, Robert. You're late. Yeah, we don't have any whitetail around here. There's some whitetail up in Washington and up along the Columbia Gorge, the western Columbia Gorge. There is some whitetail in the northern parts of Oregon, but where I'm at, I've never heard of any whitetail deer around here. They say they are here, but I've never seen a whitetail in our country. We have around here, we just have the blacktail here. It's going up to the top of the pass about 20, 30 miles an hour. 20 or 30 miles away, we have the bench leg. That's a cross between the. I presume it's a cross between the black cow and the muleys. Do you have any whitetail over there, Robert, that you know of? The rain starts lighting up, but it's still showing 70 to 80% through on the hourly weather throughout the day. I've been hunting quite a few years now. Well, when it comes to grilling, I don't know. I don't know if Moose knows any tricks about grilling on the barbecue, but you just can't beat a good old beef steak, grilled on the barbecue. Venison always seems to be kind of dry for that. You know any secrets on that, there, Moose? On grilling venison on the barbecue, other than turning it into jerky. Mm, that's some good coffee. So do you do that on the grill there, Jr.? Huh, I'll have to give that a try. The oils from the Italian dressing gets it enough oils to it to where it doesn't stick and stuff. Yeah, I don't like my steak. Yeah, my venison cooked well done. Venison, I like to keep it more towards the rare side. I like my venison and my beef steaks cooked medium well, and I like my venison cooked medium rare. I'll have to give that a try. It sounds good. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this. I got to get myself some breakfast, and I got to give Sam a call and see what's happening. He hasn't called me yet, so I assume that we're not going today. But I need to check in with him, make sure. Chicken, very well done. Yes, charcoalized. Anyway, we'll catch y'all later. Bye, y'all.